the question I have for you is, how do we know when a dog has all the right curves in the right places, or Spot is just a fat dog? That's the question. If your pooch is fat, you're not at all alone. According to the Association for Pet Obesity Prevention, who knew such a group existed, anyway, their study shows 50% of American dogs and 60% of the cats in the country are overweight. For dogs, that means your precious family dog won't live as long. Those pets are also more likely to get other illnesses by being overweight. Joining us now from My Dog Butler in Houston and Austin is Jace McQuirter, who drove here from Austin, and you brought a friend along with you.
I brought my friend Moose. This is my lab that I've had for about 12 years.
So are you at all surprised that 50% of all dogs in America and 60% of the cats are overweight?
The cats is a little surprising, but dogs, no. I think that with our crazy busy lives, I mean, we're trying to get kids to soccer, pick the kids up from school. Some of us like to go to bingo on Wednesday nights. The dogs are just left sitting at home alone, and most of the time just to ward off the boredom, they're asleep. So the dogs are getting up, waddling over to the food, taking a couple bites, and then laying back down.
And this study suggests just like adults or just like humans, if you're overweight, you're more susceptible to illnesses.
Absolutely. I mean, we see a lot of it with degenerative diseases in hips or just kind of bummed out, lethargic dogs. I think that there's a huge component between both mental and physical stimulation being two components that drive together instead of what's just normally seen as the nutritional component and exercise.
So how do we know if our dog is overweight or not? I'm looking at Moose and I can't tell if he's overweight or not.
He's not. Every time I take him to the lab, their jaws drop and they can't believe that a lab looks like this at 12 years old.
Can we tell with the naked eye? Should we
I think a lot of times with a dog that looks a little bit larger, the likelihood is they're a little bit overweight. A lot of dogs that are free-fed are overweight, and those that really don't get a lot of stimulation other than just simply going out to go to the bathroom in the afternoon while their owners are at work. I mean, that's a big component too, and a high likelihood for sure.
Now, you are My Dog Butler, so what do you guys do in order to get dogs or cats, or mainly dogs, in shape for pet owners?
So we approach very much in a wholesome way the entire experience. So we meet with owners and we ask them to kind of document for us where things are now, both with the mental state and the physical state, and where they'd like to see things go, and set up an actual exercise regimen and routine where we can actually deliver actionable results to them over time. That keeps us honest with what we're trying to deliver time and time again, both to the owners and to the dogs, and I think develops a lot of buy-in and engagement from our clients as well. What's really, really wonderful, and I think we're seeing a huge renaissance here, especially in our Houston market, half of our clients use us at least twice per day. And that's a huge difference from most dog walking companies where normally it's seen as just a little potty break, maybe for 20 minutes, then dog goes back in and the dog walker moves along. We are becoming basically an extension of the client when they can't be home. We are emulating them as closely as possible to really give their dogs a fulfilling experience day in and day out.
And if you think you can do it yourself, is it possible to do it yourself as a pet owner if you're busy, if you have kids, if you're going to work? Is it possible
I don't think so.
I mean, dog?
We're finding that to keep a healthy dog, they need at least an hour of exercise every day. So if those busy pet owners have 30 minutes in the morning and 30 minutes at night, possibly, but otherwise a supplement of someone getting in there to help makes a huge difference, and I think is the difference between a dog that is in its best form as opposed to kind of less than what it could be.
All right. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much.
My Dog Butler, and thank you for driving in from Austin. We appreciate you. And you have offices right here in Houston.
Yes, here in Houston.
And if people want to get in touch with you, what's the website?
It's HoustonDogButler.com. You can reach us at Wolf@HoustonDogButler, and then Houston Dog Butler is our Instagram as well. We're big on social, so that's a great way to be nice.
And thank you for bringing Moose by.